Welcome to FanStrike. I'm Josiah.
And I'm Elijah.
And today we're getting political. We're covering politics in a very specific form. Here now, just a couple days after the announcement of Joe Biden claiming he's the new president of the United States, we've got a beef with a few things we'd like to address. Number one, don't give in.
Don't believe.
This video is to our fellow conservatives. We are obviously conservatives. You probably could tell that from our videos before, but in case you didn't, guess what? We're pro-Trump. What we're getting at is, to our fellow conservatives, because I think Democrats probably just ignore this, you know about the fraud. You've seen all the fraudulent stuff. You know it's out there, so why concede? Why say that we should just concede? I know there's plenty of Republicans in DC that are criticizing Trump for not conceding at this point, and so we're telling you, don't concede.
And don't believe it. I don't know why anybody is believing the fact that Joe Biden is president based off all the BS we've already seen this year that is obviously fake.
What's at stake here is more than just Republican or Democrat in the White House. This is the beginning of the end. If they can rig elections and do all that stuff, your vote means nothing. All your vote does is make them have to develop more fake ballots, obviously. So guys, this isn't about Trump or not. This is about our entire party being completely decimated.
The entire American way being demolished.
I have to address, for my gun-loving fellow Americans, where have you been in the midst of all these riots and everything? What have you done about it? Now I'm saying that because the reason that we're back at the FanStrike studio right now, from out of state where we are working and stuff,
we took time off, we're losing money right now.
Yes, we are. We flew back and we spent money. We flew back because this city that we're in right now was marked for Antifa riots if Trump wins. So guess what? It didn't take us much time. We booked our flights during the election night. We booked our flights for the following morning and flew back. I'm not going to say what we're going to do about it, but believe me, we're going to do something about it.
And it would have worked.
Well, but it came to our front door, granted, but for all the other conservatives, all our other so-called patriots out there that keep on saying, well, when they cross the line, we'll be ready. We're a bunch of gun-loving Americans, and when they cross the line, we'll step in and say,
they keep moving that line. When they come to my state, I'll come do it. When they come to my city, I'll do it. When they come to my house, I'll take action.
Well, I'll defend my house. They're not coming for your house, precious. No one's coming for your house. What?
Hello, precious. We know you're all afraid to do something.
And we were why.
Too. There's only one reason.
The reason that we haven't done it, I know that you're not afraid of getting a brick thrown at you. I know that you're not afraid that maybe Antifa's gonna beat you up. Well, that's not what the gun-loving, tough Americans are afraid of. We're all afraid of the same thing that you praise in the same breath. We're afraid of being arrested. We're afraid of being thrown in prison for things that aren't even illegal. When destruction of property, when laws are being broken and violated, to act as a deterrent to that, to intervene, is not illegal. But Lord knows, and we all know, that if you get in the way of these Antifa rioters, if you go and take action and do A, B, and C against it, you're probably going to wind up going to prison.
And that's why we could get nobody to help us.
And I know this because the people I tried to recruit believed it should be done stuff. They said, man, I don't want to go to jail. I don't want to go to jail. I heard that from cousins and brothers and stuff that I tried to recruit for this. And they all say the same thing. It's like, yeah, but I don't want to get in trouble. Nobody's afraid of Antifa. Antifa gets this big ego pump like, oh, you're all afraid to come out and see us. It's like, nobody's afraid of you, okay? And you dummies. The truth is, the police are the only thing keeping you safe from us. Honest to God. Because to go out and perform domestic terrorism in our streets, to think that that happens in America, you've got to know the only thing keeping you safe is the police.
Our calling to you, because we know, based off the history, the police haven't stopped Antifa. They've contained them. You can stop them, you can get rid of them.
And look,
we're not going to tell you how we're going to do it, but we know we can do it.
We know we can do it.
Easily.
Simply.
Without lethal.
Without being
Without killing anybody, we can eradicate them from a downtown area.
Look, I'm sick of being called a nut job for this when it is a simple mathematical equation. Let's just pretend there's a chalkboard right here. Too bad I don't have the green screen set up. But use my shirt. Yeah, take off your shirt. Hold up. Well, the green screen, I could show you a little equation showing how many instances, how many riots and everything. And the police are present for 100% of them. They're there for all of them. The ones where the citizens show up and do something, where there's a massive amount of citizens. Now there's that 17-year-old that was one of very few people standing against it, and he shot and killed in defense of himself. And as far as I'm concerned, he did the right thing. I know you agree. But here's what I'm getting at. Where the numbers showed up, Snohomish, Washington, Coeur d'Alene, Idaho, when the townspeople showed up, organized together, nothing happened. No bloodshed, no lethal, no pain. Nothing happened. Antifa got back in their buses with their tail between their legs and they left. That is what should have happened in every city. So, obviously we're pretty agitated, and this video's getting a little long, but the reason that we're having this is a call to action. This is a call for courage, is what we're doing here. Because that line that you talk about, well, once they crossed that line, dude, that line was crossed a long time ago.
And I'm ashamed we didn't do anything physically about it longer ago.
We were gearing up. We were gearing up and getting ready to go to Portland. We were gearing up and getting ready to go to Seattle. Portland, we could have done. Seattle, we were too late for the chop zone, or whatever. And I'm ashamed that we were too late because I'm disturbed that they get the notion that, well, if Donald Trump wasn't president or if all this pressure wasn't happening, then we could have, we won, we held it. The point is, we need to send a message to them that it doesn't matter who's president. You can't riot in our streets. You will not take over a chop zone. You are now leaving the United States of America. That does not happen, okay? We're Americans. We hold our territory. If we weren't, where's that American spirit that kept this from becoming New England?
Things should never, ever have happened because of we the people of the United States of America. What happened?
It says that we have the right, responsibility, and duty to overthrow such government. And don't tell me that Antifa and BLM are not forms of government. But the point is...
Or terrorism.
Yeah, well, they're funded by special party interests in the government. So the point that we're getting at is the police, you say back the blue, oh, the American heroes and stuff. Well, they're coming to arrest you at church. Can you deny it? Can you tell me that when you put on that uniform that you're really putting the people and the Constitution first? We all feel the same fear, and the difference between us and you that we're addressing is not that we're fearless, it's that we're courageous. Because, and it has cost me, I have permanent damage. My hand shakes and forever will, because I said no to a rogue cop.
But that's another story.
That is another story. It's happened to me a lot, but the point is, if we all did it, they wouldn't try that anymore. The whole Nazi thing is happening in our own nation, where they get control and they get to know everything about everybody, and whatever they do, whatever they say, you have to do. Guys, it has to come to an end, and it's happening right now. We are losing our country. So my fellow Americans, I'm calling upon you for courage. This is FanStrike, and to remain true to FanStrike, I will hit you with a movie line. Braveheart, Mel Gibson. If you are a Scotsman, then I'm ashamed to call myself one. You are cowards.
We're calling you out as hypocrites, cowards. You're calling to you fellow conservative patriot Americans. Because we have sit by far too long while statues of our founding fathers are ripped down in this country. Countless other things. You've been wearing a mask for almost a year now that you know is BS.
Some of you are brave enough to wear one of these, but you're not courageous enough to refuse to wear a mask. What's that going to be 4 years from now? What's that going to be after 4 years of Biden and Harris?
Oh, you just want my guns? I'll give you my gun because I don't want to cause trouble.
You already wearing a seatbelt because of that?
What will you give up in order not to cause trouble? Cause trouble. Do something.
Be an American. Stand by the Constitution. Stand by your God-given right to breathe.
And we all know people have died for far, far less than everything that has happened these past 2 months and year. We hope you join us in taking a stand for your country, for your God,
for your president. Trump has fought for you for 4 years.
It's time for you to fight for him. This is FanStrike. God bless America.
Don't give up.
It's a lot quicker.
10 minutes, 11 seconds. I feel like we got the same point across.
You do. Oh, it's still going.